guys, it is Wednesday night here. Happy hump day. Almost for another hour here with the Prozacs. Okay, it's bedtime stories tonight. Okay, because you're in here with us. Okay, so thought I'd come on and give you guys a late night message. I wasn't going to, but here we are. Hello. Happy Wednesday to you. I do have a late night message for you guys. Hop on with me. This is Aurora Galactic Wifey 444. Nice to see you guys. So the message I have for you guys is there's a wake up call here, collective. So when ill wishes come back to bite, okay? So this is going to be a very intense message for the person that I'm reading for, or the group here. I feel like this may be for maybe two individuals, okay, at most. Definitely a couple that I'm picking up on, okay. A married couple that is going to be affected here, okay. This couple is a younger couple, a younger married couple. Whether they're recently married or not, I mean, that's a possibility, but this is very shocking, okay? Very shocking news coming in. I'm also hearing that there is an accident that could be happening, okay? So you could be hearing news of this. Guys, nobody wants to hear news of this, okay? This is not good. Okay? So the song I was hearing, the song I was channeling here was Third Eye Blind, God of Wine. If you guys have ever heard that song. And as I was listening to the song, because I've heard of Third Eye Blind, I've listened to a lot of their songs. Do I remember listening to the song God of Wine? No, I don't. Okay, and as I was listening to the song, I was hearing this... and channeling this couple, this the story of and the message that you needed to hear. Okay, so this is what wanted to come out for you. Okay, so here we are. Somebody, there's a drunk driver. Okay, involved here. Whether it's one of these individuals here, this married couple is a possibility, or they get hit by a drunk driver. You got to take what resonates here, but definitely there is going to be, there is a body for sure. This has not happened yet. Hi guys. Hi Cheryl. Happy Wednesday to you. This person that they're married to is their best friend. I don't think that this couple did anything to you, collective. I think that it was somebody around them that affected you in some way. I hear an evil eye, sending an evil eye, wishing ill will. Also heard death magic or death spells. So you got to take what resonates for you. But someone here is going to pay like a heavy price, because there is going to be an ending. Now, there could be a past grudge that this person had with you, collective. If you know who this person is. For some of you, you don't know who this person is. The ones that I'm speaking to. Bodies wants to still come out. Okay? Rage. Hate and rage. Problem. Trouble. You're the problem. You cause trouble. You're a troublemaker. Now, these are things that they could have said or spread. Something's a spreading condition, or somebody said you were spreading a condition. Wow. Okay, so the old, okay, old flame and old games. So I don't know if this was an old flame of yours. Also, there could have been like you know, like spreading a lot of like old lies over and over and over again, or like the same shit was like going over and over and over again. So there's something about this repetitive, like this record player. Okay, now record players could be significant for someone if you have an old record player. There's something about wanting it all, okay? Or having it all or wanting it all here, okay? And being on a pedestal. Okay, so I don't know, maybe they thought that there's something about sitting on a pedestal or being taken off a pedestal or trying to knock someone off a pedestal. Masculine or feminine, it doesn't matter. We're not talking about genders here, guys. Okay, this person could have felt like you were holier than thou, or you acted holier than thou. Now I was picking up also like a religious type couple. Okay, doesn't mean that it's this. It also could have been around this marriage. Okay, they could have been married inside of a church. Okay, there's something regarding religion here. All right, so this is an ex. This is maybe an ex of yours. It's their hating ass lover. Whoever they were dealing with, whoever they're committed to, in a relationship, married to, whatever, okay, has some type of grudge against you, okay, or has been coming after you, or doing whatever they like towards you, okay, something's about to happen on their ends. Because they won't leave well enough alone. Trying to sabotage you, trying to sabotage what you got or what you got going on, or trying to knock you off some type of pedestal. Okay. Because they want to be you, they want to be like you, they want to sit on the pedestal. I don't know. I don't know, y'all. Or this is religious. There's something about religion. Okay, maybe they use religion against you. Okay, maybe they are the religious type. So they using Bible quotes, hashing it out. Rumors, okay, spreading rumors about you, using the Bible against you, starting shit. Could have called you a hoe. I mean, if you're feminine here, masculine, whatever, said you were around. Okay. Fuck it, don't want you back. Okay. So, you don't want somebody back. So, okay. Mambo number 5. Thunder. Okay. So this is like a get around person. Okay. Goodbye. A heartbreaker. Toxic, dirty. So if someone likes toxic and dirty, and you're not toxic and dirty, but they projected what they are onto you, collective. So yeah, because they're a reject and they don't want to be seen as a reject, or they got rejected and they didn't want to be seen as getting rejected, or this is what's happening. You gotta take what resonates for you. So they were trying to kill your reputation. Hi, Audrey. I mean, so like all these ill words that they were speaking on you, okay, and all these ill wishes are coming back to bite them. How are they coming back to bite them? Well, it could come back. Karma can come back in any way it wants to. We don't have control over that. The universe has control over that. God has control over that. Collective doesn't have control of that. Us people don't have control over that. So things are going to go awry, and when they do, and this person has a meltdown, breakdown, and they do experience grief and this loss, because this is what is divinely orchestrated and meant to occur, and it's going to happen. There's nothing that can stop this. It's meant to happen. This person's going to blame you for it. There's nothing that you could have done to prevent this. You weren't in the car with this person or this couple. You weren't in the other car when they got into that accident. You weren't drinking in either party. You didn't have any substances. You weren't there. So how could you be at fault? There's nobody to blame here. Still, you got to be mindful of the words that you speak on people. All right. So this person may be good looking on the outside, but they definitely got an ugly spirit. The wolf may be significant, or a wolf dog may be significant here. And the number 3s. So you could be seeing a lot of 3s. Or right before this happens, you could see a lot of 3s if this is you. Okay? A delivery driver could be significant, okay? You could be a delivery driver. This person could be a delivery driver, DoorDash, Uber, postal worker here, USPS, Amazon lied and said they never stole anything from you. So this person stole from you, and they lied and they said they didn't steal anything from you. Believing in yourself and partnering up with the universe to unveil your divine gifts to the world to see. So you are partnering with the universe. Someone doesn't like that, right? They are being seen as someone that is a wuss. They didn't want to be seen like that. They didn't want to be seen as somebody that was insecure. God is not to be mocked, for you will reap what you sow. Yeah, they put these seeds out there into the universe, and they mocked God. And you know, God he's here, you know, and he's going to show that it is what it is. I'm sorry. Black magic here. So you put out the black magic. Your ill will. You're speaking these words on people, and you talk the shit, and you steal, and you lie, and you cheat, and you manipulate, and you do these horrid things to individuals, and this is what happens, and this is how things come back on you, and you just don't go and get away with doing these things to individuals, and nothing ill comes back to you. And even if it's not affecting you directly, it affects those people around you. Archangel Haniel, increasing your intuition here, seeking psychic abilities, okay? So your psychic abilities could be increasing here, collective, okay? Or your intuitive abilities could be increasing. A tarot reader's friend circle. So somebody in a tarot reader's friend circle here, or you could be, and even in my circle right now, this could be happening to somebody. Yeah, competition, because somebody was competing with you, right? Or they wanted a competition, right? To knock you off your square, to knock you off your throne, right? To knock you off some type of seats. A professional, right? You could be a professional tarot reader, right? You could read better than them, okay? If this is a tarot reader here, your intuition could, you know, be heightened. You could have heightened abilities more than them, or your psychic abilities are better than them, okay? And they don't like it. Karen or Ken over here, if that's their name, if that's not their name, they don't like it, okay? This was somebody that was being like a Karen or a Ken type personality. Lightning crashes, right? Hey, Facebook, on Facebook right now, yep, talking shit. This person hates you. There's 2 cards of hate. Going berserk, yep. Angry, 2 cards I think of angry now. Angry and hate you. Followed orders or demands from an earth sign. Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn here. That person may hate you. That person may be a Karen or a Ken. They was just waiting for the call when the old man or old woman was deader than a doornail. Poor ma and pa. Happy day for them. So this could be somebody's parents. Okay? You could be somebody's parent here, or somebody's parents involved. Germany. Somebody could be of German descent. A doctor or pharmacist could be involved, or somebody is on pills, okay? They're under narcotics whenever they get in this car accident, or this accident happens, okay? It doesn't necessarily have to be a car accident, guys. There's an accident that's going to happen. Jay? Maybe they get pills or something from somebody named Jay. Maybe it's Dr. J. This person's got low self-esteem. Air mattress Ashley, right? Little bit of Monica in my life, a little bit of Erica by my side, a little bit of Rita's all I need, little bit of Tina, right? Ashcroft, Fairchild, Hawk. Yeah, watching you like a hawk. On Facebook, maybe. Okay. Hi, how you doing? Dr. Pharmacist. Cooper. Vance. Sinclair. Monroe. Groves. Little. Sharp. I almost said Hurley. Hurley may be significant. Huxley. Rivera. Walker. Law. Maybe the Law's watching. Who knows? Hello. Queen. I've seen 2 cards of Queen. So Queen may be significant too. House arrest. Somebody could get arrested at someone's house. Maybe somebody's coming to your house and getting arrested. Or if they come to your house, they're going to get arrested. An Amber Alert. Somebody's name could be Amber. This person could get sacrificed. Or they tried to sacrifice somebody there. Hi, Edna. How are you tonight? Hi, Audrey. I thought I said hi to you. Yep. It's bedtime stories tonight. We're laying in bed tonight. Every now and then it happens, so consequences here for manipulating a situation, right? Because they couldn't let something go. They were holding on to a grudge here. You are indirectly connected to this person, a friend of a friend. Okay, this friend of a friend here. Okay, this was not a friend. Okay, this was like an ex. Okay, it was like whoever they were dealing with. One of the individuals that they were dealing with. One of their exes. And they could have been back and forth with this person. Hair extensions and wigs could be significant of being held accountable for their actions now. They have to. It takes courage and strength to heal your traumas. Dysfunctional families deny their abuse, silence their victims, and shame them. They keep abuse alive generation to generation until a brave soul stands up and ends the cycle of abuse. Look at you surviving all that shit. Look at it. People don't want to look at themselves. They want to look at you as the problem. As soon as you put up a boundary, as soon as you say, nope, you can't do that. Nope, I cut you off. Nope. You're not allowed to abuse me. That's emotional abuse. That's mental abuse. As soon as you point out something to them, you're immediately the problem. And they go and tell everybody that you're the problem. Because you stood up. And you said, I'm not going to take it. That's enough. I love you, but you're not going to abuse me. Or I care about you, but I'm not going to let you abuse me. Or I still want to be your friend, but I'm not going to allow you to abuse me or use me. Or you can still be in my life, but these things are not going to occur. Someone can't handle that. Okay. They have adult temper tantrums. IED, intermittent explosive disorder, aka adult temper tantrums, uncontrollable emotional outburst. Yes, verbal or physical or both, to manipulate. That's how they express shame, they fear, to get away. These are impulsive, aggressive, violent. They get angry. They go. They can go into road rage. They throw shit. They break shit. I'm sure you've seen it. You've seen individuals like this, whether they're family or their friends, or you've seen it happen, right? Triggers, stress, work, life, tired, overwhelmed, mental health conditions. Someone definitely here has mental health. They have a mental health condition. I am not a doctor. I cannot diagnose this, okay? I am not a psychiatrist. I cannot diagnose this. They would need to go get a diagnosis from someone that has a medical professional degree. So, but I do believe that they do have some type of mental health condition. Okay. Unmet expectations, also substance use, and difficulty regulating their emotions. Okay. They also stole from your business. They didn't want to admit that they stole from you, right? We saw that. That was like one of the first couple cards. They lied, and they said that they never stole anything from you. They were involved in embezzlement, from stealing from you. Your parent has been jealous of you your whole life, whoever this parent is, okay? An RTA bus or transportation could be significant here. This person could have violated you spiritually. Well, yeah, because they were using religion or using the Bible against you. Or this is somebody else's parent that was jealous of you. Take it as it resonates. Not your toy. Oh, so we got a narcissist over here. Okay, not your toy when lonely or bored or horny. Not your fantasy. There's a divine feminine or masculine that says, if you want me, earn me. Until then, we're done. Okay. So, someone wants their toys. They want to put them up on the shelf. You know, their elf on the shelf. They want to collect them, I guess. Monday? What happened on Monday? What happened on Monday? Here. Something happened with a dance class instructor on Monday. People are scared of you because what you speak out comes true. Alright, something happened with a dance class instructor here. Maybe something came true on Monday with this dance class instructor. Oh, okay. What happened on Monday with the dance class instructor? Okay, so this dance class instructor could have gotten arrested on Monday. Oregon. Why am I getting like a piano? Somebody like play in a choir. or play like in a church. Sibling feels threatened by your intuition and what you will do with the info that you know or have on or about them, known or unknown. Reminiscing about the good old days, smells, photos, music, and celebrations. Playing like an organ or a piano like in the church. I mean, organ could be significant for somebody, but I'm getting like a piano organ. We're like books. Most people only see our cover. The minority read only the introduction. Many people believe the critics. Few will only know our content. This is by Emile Zola. Okay? So yeah, people are just like books, right? Some people only see the cover. They look at the cover of the book and they say, oh, this looks like, Island Time Wellness. Oh, okay. I don't know if I want to read that book or not. It doesn't look very appealing to me. I'll just keep on walking, right? So they look at it, they're like, And then other people look at the introduction of the book and they're like, it says the runner. Yeah, the runner in a codependent relationship, fear of intimacy, listening to ego here. That's what this card says here. So, and it's like, I don't know if I want to read about the runner or not, because maybe I don't want to know anything about the runner, right? It doesn't, I don't want to know it, the runner, who wants to read about somebody that runs a lot, right? So, I'm not interested in track or nothing like that. I'm not big on sports, and so I don't want to, and many people believe the critics. So the critics really saying that anything's going on with this book is, is a lot of people reading about the runners. Anybody talking about that? Is it really popular now? Like, what is statistically are they saying about this book, right? So, I mean, this is what people look into, right? But do they actually read the book? Few people actually pick up the whole book and read all, 1,500 pages of the book. Same as they look at a person. Do they actually take time to look at the person, get to know the person, and decide how they feel about that person, just like they would an entire book, instead of coming on and be like, I'll just pass by and be like, I'll pass. No thanks. And then they're like, I don't think so. I looked at the introduction. It doesn't look appealing to me. Or I'll just believe the critics. The critic says it's not going to be good, so I'm not even going to try it. Or are you going to take a chance on it and be like, well, I'm going to see what this person's like myself, and you know what, see how I feel about him, because you know what, I might actually like the energy of this book. Maybe I'll like it. Maybe I want to read about runners. Maybe it's going to be actually a good book. Maybe it's going to turn into an amazing story. Who knows? And then you write this review about this book, and then somebody else is like, wow, really? And you talk to somebody and they're like, you really like that book? And you're like, yes, I love this book. It was amazing. You should have read about this part here was like my favorite part of the book. And they're like, I've got to go get that book. I got to go get it. Now that you said something. And it becomes a chain, right? And it goes viral. Now everybody's got to have the runner. Nobody wanted the runner. Nobody wanted to even touch it because they looked at the cover at first, right? And they was like, nah. just because it didn't look right. It didn't look appealing. Well, just because somebody doesn't look the part, okay, doesn't mean that they aren't the part. You can't take everything at face value. You got to take the book as a whole book, just as you got to take a person as a whole person. So this Emile Zola explained this like, I don't know, I couldn't explain it any better. So I just had to put this on a card. And I used that. But I mean, I tagged her name on it, you know, because it's her, you know, it's hers. It's not mine, it's hers. But it's meaningful. And it's inspirational. So, yes, we're like books. People, and if they would actually take the time to look at people that way, instead of judging people, don't judge a book by the cover. Alright, you overlooked their faults while they judged your faults with others and laughed. Okay, I was just talking about judgment here. So, you overlooked their faults. So, even though you saw what faults that they had, and you have your own, just as I have my own faults. My husband has his faults. You know, we pick at each other's all the time, don't we, babe? Yes, we do. They decided to judge you for yours and just laugh at you and make fun of you. And, you know, God says it's not right. It's like mocking God. And that's where we go back to mocking God, because God lives within you. God lives through you. A lot of people think, oh, well, you think that are you trying to say that you're God? No, it's not saying that. It's not saying that at all. People talk, when you talk about Christ consciousness, you talk about spirituality, and you talk about meditation, you talk getting to that point of Christ consciousness, God living in you and through you. When you are connected to the Most High, you would not disrespect. It just amazes me. Sometimes it does. It just amazes me. People. And their actions, but God, He will not put up with it. He will not. The universe will not. And He does restore balance in any way that He feels fit. It is not people as individuals to take that upon themselves with violence and anger and hate and rage and everything that we're seeing today in the world. We don't get to choose that. We don't get to choose life and death. We don't get to choose when our clock runs out. Yes, people are hurt. People have a lot of trauma. People are unhealed. People are, definitely unheard. I want to say crazy, but people have so much hate and rage and anger in them, but it's all from unhealed pain, suffering, and from not ever having peace, love, happiness, joy, not being able to feel, being judged, being bullied, everything. Their demons have turned them, have eating their mind. And it's a mental illness. A lot of them are a lot of them are well past helping. They are well beyond repair. Like you said, to the point of, almost crazy, where you want to say that, but we have demented people, we have sick people, we have it's horrible. It's horrible. I'm going to keep moving. I'm just going to keep moving. Having self-respect and choosing peace and happiness, not staying in a place where you feel devalued. They do not deserve to have a beautiful soul like you in their life. Let them lose you. Love yourself and wish them well and release them with love. And this is what you did, okay? In the past, when you dealt with this person, okay? I know, Crystal. I know. I know. In the past, when you dealt with this person, okay, whether it was on a romantic level, a friendship level, okay, even if it was just someone that you were in contact with your passerby, okay, that you was just a sociopath. Oh gosh, okay. Even if this is somebody just had it out for you, okay, just because this was an ex of yours, they're one of their people that they dealt with that just wanted to come after you here. This is a sociopath, okay, or this was their sociopath here, okay. Wishing them well, releasing them here, okay. They still got to get whatever, okay. They got to deal with this here. They got to face this. They got to face their demons. Arizona. AO. AO. Someone named Mary. Telling everyone a different story to turn everyone against each other. That's weird. Laugh out loud. You'll witness the person's karma. So will others. Public humiliation is going to happen here. Someone is not rags to riches here. Okay. So they're taking a loss here. White vehicle. Somebody's got a white vehicle. So this accident that's going to happen here could have a white vehicle. I would not laugh at this because this is not going to be funny whatsoever. Especially if this is has to do with an accident. It's not. Social media drama. Okay, their business is all over town. Somebody's definitely taking the L. Okay, maybe the L has to do with an RTA bus. Maybe it starts with an L, or an L is significant. Maybe Mary's name or initial is an L. Okay, Mary Lou could be significant for someone. Memories, so somebody's like reminiscing. Somebody's doing some reminiscing or looking back here. Oh, good morning. Joy. Somebody's name is Joy. Or Joanna or Joanne. Something about dancer and porn. Okay. This could be a 90s baby. Or somebody could have been born in the 90s here. Something about, okay, I could do it. So doing a video. Somebody could have done a porn video. Paying tarot readers to do work on you to hold you back. Alright, black magic work. Okay, to hold you back here. To assassinate your character. Right? To ruin your character. To destroy you. Your reputation. Right? To stop you. To stop people from liking you or trusting you. Yeah. Right? Like I was talking about the book. Everything in their life will fail until they do right by you. Yeah, we don't know when somebody's clock's going to run out. We can't determine when anybody's clock's going to run out, right? This is what they wanted to do. They wanted your clock to run out. News of a death. Did you see what it says? News of a death is coming. A blogger. This is what they wanted for a blogger, platform, somebody on a platform here. Someone that writes or posts or does photos or projects here or blogs. Raise your right hand. I. Okay, that's what I heard. Attention whore. So, acting out. I heard raise your right hand, and I saw the letter I. So, house arrest. Somebody getting arrested. Okay. Acting out or causing a scene here. This attention whore. Somebody could have said you wanted attention. This person could be wanting attention. How dare you? How dare you get them all the attention or get all the attention? Throwing themselves in front of you, bringing you chaos, demanding, wanting attention. So somebody wants attention. A new car. Somebody got a new white car or is getting a new car. Guilty. This person can feel guilty. Okay. Or may want you to feel guilty. Talking smack. Want to fight you because you expose them for who they are. Warrants out for their arrest. Okay. So somebody going to get arrested, or there's a warrant, or you're going to put a warrant out for somebody, or something had to do with a car. Wow, be careful out there. I'm telling you. Scorpio. Scorpio could be a predator. Trying to keep it confidential. This person's got a soup kitchen. They're a semen dump station. This person's facing Fed time. Trying to place fear into your life here because they're messing around with strippers. Scott. Blair. Norris. DeBono, Rankin, Adamson, Grandy, Piccola, Kimball, Weinbrook, Brendel, Cordell. I heard prostitution ring. All that negative energy that was sent to you has been transmuted, invested in dingleberries. So somebody invested in dingleberries over there. Okay, full moon energy. Yeah, because they're full of it. They got to turn themselves in, or you're going to be turning, somebody's getting turned in. Okay, because there's an arrest that's going to happen, and someone wanted to be like you, right? And they was wanting competition here. Want to knock you off your square or off your seat. I told you this, right? Being a hypocrite. There's a male here that was after your finances between the ages of 50 and 60 years old. Okay? Was attacking your finances or embezzling money. Okay? Hawaii could be significant. This person was an expert cyber criminal. Okay? They knew you personally or found or were hired to hurt you. And said they would hurt you. Okay, cyber criminal. So it's a hacker. DeLuciano, Navarro, Cox, Sanchez, Dolinsky, Braun, Coker, Strickler, Atwater, Early Wine, Schaefer, Waring, Messina, Cardillo, and Fontaine. Military, money mules. These are Smurfs. These are gang crimes. They receive money. They move money that came from victims of fraud. These people assist with criminal activity. Some aware and some are not aware of transfers, wire transfers, scams, open bank accounts. They involved in money laundering. Wow. And there's a doctor or pharmacist involved in this shit. Looney Tunes. Spell work is reversed. Yeah, you don't belong with this person. They don't belong with you. They're not protected. Take your advice and talk shit behind your back. Okay? Somebody could be a clothes designer or shoes or Clothes, bags, purses. That could be the blogger. Okay. There are two sides to the story. Something with fall and autumn. There is an unauthorized sex tape that was traveling around. Okay. Something to do with porn. All right. Physically good looking. Ugly heart, right? Didn't want an affair to go public. Okay. So some affair. There was like 5 different women or men. Okay. That could have been on this tape. Or up to 5 different men or women on this tape. Lexus. Or Lexi or Lexus could have been a name too. Or Alex. Or Alexander. If they have an issue with you, then that's their problem. That's not your problem. They're about to be in an orange jumpsuit anyway. California could be significant also. Yeah, day and night, Utah. So we're out west now. Okay, we're out west. As soon as they send that tower towards you, it's going to backfire on them and those around them. So as soon as they try and send that evil eye, someone always has to be right. They can't be wrong. They refuse to be wrong. This person's got a fragile ego. All right, they need to be superior. They don't like to be challenged. They seek to win by twisting. They manipulate. They're difficult. Time to admit their mistakes. They're mean. They're a failure. They don't like to fail. I'm sorry. They don't like to fail. They don't like to make errors. And they don't like the word no. Okay? So they like to protect their image and their reputation with other people. So here they are. 2023. There's family incest that's involved. Okay, that could be on the tape. Tried to outnumber you and they still lost. It's all about the timing, guys. I'm telling you. It's coming. It's coming. Thief. Always have to be right. The thief always has to be right. Yep. Something going around with the bus. That may be happening with the accident. Could have to do with the bus. Sweet talk, bribe, proposition to keep from getting arrested or locked up. A judge, a lawyer, police officer, parole officer. Warning. Warning. Embezzlements. Yeah. Wanted you into poverty. Someone in the 70s or the 90s could be significant. Russell, Fisher, Bell, Jordan, Dixon, Gordon, Porter, Simpson, Olson, Hicks, Fox, Wells, Bennett, Sanders, and Woods. Okay? For some reason, they're reminiscing. Someone could be drinking. And somebody's getting arrested. Could be by Monday. Or they could have got arrested this past Monday. Arizona. Grand Canyon, Arizona. So, Arizona came out and Grand Canyon, Arizona came out. So, Grand Canyon, that specific landmark, something with the body, could be relevant too. Okay? Holy moly. Holy moly. Someone's name could be Jack, Jim or Jack, or they could be drinking Jim Beam or Jack Daniels. Okay? Oregon, California, Arizona. quiet. Ooh, a restraining order is necessary. And yes, it hits close to home, so it will break your heart to do this. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That's not good. Let's see. Feeling run down, tired, rough time, too much. This may be a lot to take in here. Yeah. Hidden dangers and stillness. Proceed with caution. So there could be some hidden things still here that might be a little dangerous. So proceed with caution right now. Okay. Yeah, stormy relationships and trouble strikes. So there's an uproar going on here with these individuals. Heavy energy, blocked, weighed down by worry. So they're there's heavy energy and they're blocked and weighed down because they're worried. And their relationships is stormy right now. Yeah. They're trying to save money, okay? You could be having something come in, okay? Things could be turning around for you, okay? Someone's creeping on you, so be careful, okay? Because there's hidden dangers here, so be careful. Somebody's creeping on you because there's deception, okay? And it's hidden. The truth is hidden, so be careful. Because there's timing here. There's something that's your labor, okay? You're getting ready to birth something, okay? So watch around your peripheral. And don't put all your eggs in one basket, okay? If you see something, believe what you see, okay? If somebody shows you something, believe what they're showing you. Don't be misled by anything false signaling. Something about a bus. This bus wants to come out. Don't let anything leak through the cracks, okay? Yeah, there's something about not letting anything leak. When it comes to information that you're being given by another person, somebody's given to you. Something about communication. Don't let anything leak through the cracks. Because there's something about immature communication, okay? This could be like not wanting to communicate or not fully communicating, or just immature when it comes to communicating. So okay. Things are flowing along for you, so no worries, okay? Yeah, success is near. Okay, if you're looking for like something to come to fruition, don't worry, because it's coming. So you're going to succeed at whatever you're looking forward, or you're going to reach that goal, whatever that goal is here. It's going to happen. Yeah, things are flowing here. I mean, it's like going with the ebb and the flow. The pieces are coming together just as they should, okay? Like everything's falling into place the way that it's meant to. It's just divine timing, okay? I know that that sucks, and a lot of us don't want to hear about divine timing, because divine timing could be like today or tomorrow or 5 weeks or 5 years or 10 years, or who knows. I mean, it's when God says we're ready. It's when the universe says we're ready. Glowing results, clarity, seeing the whole picture. Yeah, it's when we're ready. So, and you catapult, right? Like a lightning bolt, or like a rocket ship, I guess. Right. Yeah. Yeah, you weren't ready before, so get ready. Sometimes we have to. Sometimes it's not. How they say that. You're. You feel like you're ready, but you're not. So don't take it as a rejection. Take it as that delay is that it's giving you that extra time to grow, right? So use that time wisely, right? Um, and use it as your growth spurt. Learn more. So, yeah, heal. Do your reflection. Um, restore your soul. Grow. Right? Balance yourself out. We got the heart chakra. Focus on you. Build that relationship with yourself. Nurture. Level up. Become that emperor, empress. Whether you're divine masculine or divine feminine, you have to go through each individual each process, right? You have to make it through each level. As you go through those cards there, you see each one of those characters. Well, they had to go through different levels to get to those characters. Okay, they had to overcome different challenges to make it through to, like, it's like think of it as like a video game. Like you mastered that level in order to gain that crown, right? So sorry, I need a drink of water. So as like the knight is at the page of swords, right? So you have to go from the page of swords to the knight of swords, and you have to master. From there, you have to go from the knight of swords to the king of swords, right? And from the king of swords, you have to level up to finally the emperor. But also you have to go through each individual sign, or each individual element in order to get to that emperor. So you made it through the air signs. Now you've got to get through the earth signs. Now you've got to get through the water signs, and now you got to get through. You've got to go through each individual elements to make it through to that status. But you've had to master all of those challenges. These are life challenges, guys. You've had to transform through those things. Have you learned all those life lessons? You can't just say you're an emperor or an empress. You can't just say you're a queen of swords or a queen of cups or a queen of earth. You can't just go and say that. You can't just take a title off of a card. He's been through a lot of shit to hold that card. He had to fight a lot of battles. He earned it. To be able to sit where he's sitting. That's why he's in that position. No one can sit in his seat except for him. The leader. He runs the kingdom. He's the boss. Or she's the boss. I mean, whether it's masculine or feminine, you know, gender, like I said, it's not gender specific. They're the boss. They are the business owner, they're the organizer, they're the builder, you know, they're the successor. They take care of everything. They run the show. Because they leveled to get there. They did all the hard work. They worked on themselves. They did all the steps in order. They mastered and went through the challenges and went through all the battles, the internal battles, the external battles. These are fighting off your internal demons and fighting off external demons that we deal with every single day. Stress, worry, anxiety, fear, like, and this is an everyday basis stuff. You have to be able to face it and deal with it every single day and not go into anger and hate and rage and be able to have control over that and be poised and sit here and be like, I got this. I've got the sword of truth here. I've got this. I have control over the situation. You know, there will be, everyone just calm down here. There will be order. We're all going to think, in a chaotic situation, in a tragic situation, this is somebody that would, have to calm down people that were, like say in if we had like a disaster, a natural disaster, and everybody was in panic, the world was in panic, this would be somebody that would have to, calm everybody down. This is a world leader. All right, everybody, this is what we're going to do. This group over here is going to do this. This group over here is going to do this. And this group over here is going to do this. Now I want you to do this, you to do this, and they're going to delegate. They're going to say that you're going to get tomatoes, you're going to get vegetables, you're going to get whipped cream, you're going to go over here and get I don't know, whatever. You're going to get pens and pencils and paper, and you're going to go over here and you're going to get tarot cards, and you're going to go over here and you're going to get cardboard. And then you're all going to come back here. And we're going to meet at this spot. Because people aren't going to know what to do. This is the one in charge. he's going to be the one focused, or she's going to be the one focused. Now, you telling me half of these people out here that are karmic individuals are not setting like this emperor or empress because they haven't been through half that shit and don't have that ability yet to sit on this throne. They don't have the organizational skills to keep up. To run a business, leadership, take leadership of a country or a town or a city or whatever, or even a group of people to, you know, to hold them together, to hold the audience, to say we're here as a group, as a whole, for a purpose, to work together for a common cause. What is the common cause? This is the goal. To balance this shit out, right? No, you got people out there, yeah, balance this shit out. You got people out there, you know, and then here, you're mapping it out, right? You're mapping it out. You got people out there that are out here trying to cause more chaos and destroy other people's lives. For what reason? Because you got hate, jealous, envy, you know, ungratefulness, bitterness, and ill will. They don't give a shit. They don't care. You know, they're just out trying to ruin other people. Because why? We don't have enough of that shit in the world. We don't have enough of it. It's not like we don't see it every day. A few times a day. I think I saw like 2 or 3 different things today already. And I was like, please God, please. Pray for these people, please. So, you know, it's not just characters on cards. You know, it takes a lot of strength and a lot more work to sit with yourself and to go in and to heal these things and to balance, to be real. And to level yourself. To go in to be able to lead, to take leadership, to help lead other people, to get to that level. You gotta build strength, you gotta build confidence. Like, you're talking about people that have been beat down their entire lives. You're talking about healing your childhood wounds. You're talking about your ancestral curses that have been put on your ancestral line. You're talking about breaking those generational curses You know, it used to be the men would work and the women would stay home, take care of the kids, and raise all the kids, and be the housewife, and uh, raise the farm, and grow the vegetables and the fruit and whatnots, and they just wouldn't work. They would sew. The men did everything. Women wanted to work too. I don't know why I'm saying this. I mean, but there was a curse there to break, generational curse there to break, because it should be equal for both. There should be fairness for both here. Each of you should have your independence to be able to do whatever you would like to do. You should be a boss or a leader. Both of you. There is no one higher than the other. I gotta ask yourself, do you think that your grandparents, your great grandparents would be proud of you, of what the things that you're doing now? Because they couldn't have done the things that you have done now. Not back then. They were limited to what they could have done because of all the rules that they had, their family, what they were conformed to, what they had to live by. Mm-hmm. So, we have a little more of that, freedom now to do the things that we can. And to help break those chains that bind us. Yeah, we are. We are. You are right there. We are living in a totally different society. But it does take a lot. It takes a lot of structure, and it takes a lot of discipline to, get to that status. A lot of hard work. And somebody that's, immature, young, or it doesn't matter, in age if you're young. Okay, you could be an older person and, still have that youngness to you. Okay, you can still be, 40s and 50s and still act immature and reckless and still be at that page level or that night level. and never fully level up to a king or a queen status. Let alone the emperor or empress status. So, I mean, kind of think about those things. It's like having, you know, that do you have the power to be able to overcome? Can you assert yourselves? Are you able to say no? Are you able to set up boundaries? Are you able to push those things away? Are you able to stop people pleasing? Are you able, you know what I mean? Are you able to do those things? Like, you have to go through each individual, these are all lessons. And you know what? Yes, you're going to get turned away. Yes, people are going to leave. People are going to hate you. People are going to call you a bad person. People are going to talk shit about you. Is it worth it? To be who you are? To be your true self? Because those were never really your people in the first place, right? They didn't fully accept you anyway. If they can't accept the word no, and they can't accept the fact that you have a boundary, and that you're not going to just let them do whatever they want to do whenever they want to do it, then those are not your people. If they were your people, they'd accept you no matter what. And they'd be with you no matter what. They wouldn't care. No wouldn't be a problem. But there's always an agenda. Someone always has an agenda. Yep. So they don't want to look at themselves. But they want you to be the problem, or you're the problem. So alright guys, so that's what I got for you tonight. I hope that some of this message resonated with you, and you know, if it didn't, then you know, it wasn't your message. I hope that you did take some of what I did say, you know, to heart there. But gotta get going for the rest of the night. I hope you can share this message. If you guys would like a personal reading from me, you can go to my website at agwtarot.com. I'm sure you probably hear my husband in the background here snoring. He fell asleep on us.
Did not.
You did. So I gotta go in, or you'll be hearing him snore all night. So you can follow you can go to my website at agwtarot.com and go to contact AGW Tarot. Send me an email there, okay? And we'll get you set up for a private reading here with me. Okay, I do have I have like 15, I think, different types of readings over on my website if you'd like to choose one of those. Or I do have bookings. Oh, yeah, it's my husband snoring. He's right behind the computer. He fell asleep. He said he might fall asleep, but he did. So, yeah, you're hearing him snore. Whoops. Sorry, guys. See? Normal things happen in my house. Why not? Hey, it happens in my house, right? I mean, why not? People snore. I snore too, so. So if you want a reading, go to my website. You know, send me a message. We'll get you set up. I would be happy to read for you. I'd be happy to channel for you. You'll love it. Promise. You will not be a dissatisfied customer. All right, have a good night, guys. Take care. I'll see you in the next one. All right, bye-bye.